Very nice. It's a weird sucker to butcher. You hear her? Oh, yeah. Oh. Goodbye, farewell, adidas, and good night.
Puppy power! Yay!
New server, new tune, yeah, man. New server, new tune, new play style. If you like THJ, it's kind of like that. It's called Perky Crew. It's a multi-class server like THJ, but they do it in a different way. You basically level up your main character, and then you rebirth it as a new character, but you keep your AAs from your previous character. So like if I do Shadow Knight AAs, I could then rebirth into a Paladin and then do Paladin AAs, but keep the Shadow Knight AAs. You just don't keep their spells. So right now I have the ability to proc my Leech Touch. Not Leech Touch. The thing you proc when you're doing life taps. And then these Scripts of Lost Memories, depending on their rarity level, are AAs that you gain at any level. So that's one AA right there that I just picked up off of that NPC. Alright, we gotta go this way. I've been trying to kill the Scourge-tail Scorpion to get some bracers. Bracers have a chance to be the rare version. So far I've got 2 of the normal ones. I'm trying to get the epic version or like a higher rarity level of it. Like for instance, here's a epic Ixar Targ shield. Comes with extra stats and heroics and stuff. And then here's a epic Tarnished Shantak that I added a Clinging Darkness gem to. So now it's like a proccing Clinging Darkness weapon for Shadow Knight. Sup, Sonaro? Just needed something different paced. Something different, something new, something EverQuest, something true. And we got a Scourge Tail Whip. I don't need that, so I'm gonna leave it on the corpse. He's got a weapon on him. He's got 2 weapons on him, but it's probably just one special one. This is called Perky Crew, Sonaro. It's a EQ emulated server on the P99. What's it called? Reign of Fear client? ROF2 client? Oh, poor guy. They're running you through the ringer, huh? Alright, so he's not calling to me anymore. He is. Let's kill him. I also have Mortal Coil procs. And they allow MQ2 on this server, but I'm not using it. No scrapes, this is a new server, so I just got this to drop, an epic Rusty Shantok. Let's see what the difference is. It's 1242. Not as good as the one on back. Yeah, my TikTok got suspended because I guess it timed out. It said violation of community guidelines, but I checked it and it says you have no violations, and then I checked for access and it said access granted. So I guess my access ran out because I didn't stream for so long, so I had to restart it. This is called Perky Crew. Uses the same login info as THJ. It does allow multi-classing, but it does it in a different way. It's called rebirthing. So once you hit 50 on your main character, you can rebirth as a different class, and you keep your AAs from the previous class. This client includes a download where you can get the ROF2 client. I checked them with virus scanners last night. Everything is perfect. Nothing has anything integrity-wise. No Bitcoin miners in the background or anything crazy like that. It's a two-step process. Step 1 is download the patcher. Step 2 is use the CMD file, that's a battery file, to download the ROF2 client. And then I guess the third step would be just to put the patcher inside the client files once you've got them unzipped to get it to run. Yeah, Diet Salt, I've heard of Delilah. Sean Belair, this server's not too horrible, man. I got the epic Tarnished Shantok to drop off of a random skeleton, and an epic Ixar Targ shield for extra stats. And I have the Gem of Clean Darkness dropped, and I put that on the weapon, so it procs Cleaning Darkness, so it's automatically passive aggro. And the Script of Lost Memories is random drop off of NPCs. It lets you purchase AAs for your character. So far I have 27 AAs. You start with a scroll of legendary status, which is 5 AAs automatically. Yes, it is Singularity, so it's free to play. It's on the same patcher of THJ and stuff, but it's at the bottom in the whitelist called Perky Crew. I just needed something different for a little bit. Been playing Fangbreaker pretty much nonstop. Starting to burn out over there. Not as many groups as I like. We'll see what it's all about, though. He's blue. Gonna head towards Kern's Tower, though. No, I'm not. Heading the other way. From Steam, yeah, you could do the same way. You just need a client to start with. Now, see, he has a mace on him. Visible weapons you can see on the NPCs. So that looks like a fine steel, but it actually has a little bit more graphical look than a fine steel. Does not look like a fine steel. It could be a bronze, maybe. It looks like a special type of weapon, though. Yeah, it's Field of Bones. It's a bad spot to be in, though. Yeah, that mace has to be something different because it looks different, and he's got a lot more HP than a normal greater skeleton. At least he feels like it. Could just be me. What you got, buddy? What you got? Show me what you got. Nope, it's a regular Rusty. Damn. Here's where I get gang banged. Yeah, we're gonna have to go towards the wall. All kinds of people finding stuff right now. Oh, I gotta turn off auto duck for sure. Come on, life tap. Keep me alive, life tap. Oh, I'm dead. Alright. Tatey, I'll show you. Don't worry. So, I died. I bound myself in POK already. I did pick up a scroll. A script of lost memories. You turn this in to the turtle in here. And it gives you an AA. I'm at level 12, so that's an AA at level 12. I have 27 with 1 banked. Can purchase. Got a harm touch. Go ahead and put a point into it. From what I understand, you can rebirth your character once you hit level 50 and re-roll a different class, but keep your class AAs that you had previously. So it's like a multi-class server. Also, the items and weapons that drop have different levels, like how THJ did. So I have an epic Ixar Targ shield and an epic tarnished, but they drop range from rare to epic to legendary to like mythic. And then there's like different versions of some spells that have higher versions of them, like higher version weapon proc spells, higher version bag summon spells, bigger life taps and stuff. Speaking of life taps and stuff, I know I got a new life tap. Nope, I didn't get a new tap. Still got the same life tap. No, this is a emulated server. But I think they are planning on releasing some more servers though. Usually May is when they announce it though, so we still got another 5-6 months. March, April, May is usually the range on which they start announcing new TLP servers. Right now their big TLP server is Fangbreaker. I'd like to see a player created server where like they let the players choose what they want the server to be, like a poll system. Like, do you want it to be free trade? Yes. Do you want it to have first to engage? Yes. Do you want it to be able to be traded to other players one time and then they can't trade no more? Yes. Yeah, it's like Hero starting this one is. Alright, we got these by themselves. My baby's panicking over there. So the rebirth option seems interesting, but you lose certain things when doing it. So how do you get the full trio? You get the full trio through the AAs only, from what I understand. I haven't done it myself yet, but you don't get to keep the spells. You just choose the spells of the new class that you're playing. So let's say you played a Zerker, which is all AA based, right? You get to keep all that AA stuff that you got from the Berserker, and you can roll into like a Shadow Knight. So you have Shadow Knight with Zerker stuff. I would see someone playing a Paladin for like Slay Undead, and then rolling like a Rogue or something, so they could Slay Undead with a Rogue Assassinate. Although I don't know how that works yet since I haven't done it, so it's all new to me. Yep, selling KEI at the first stone. Used to sell KEI for a lot back in the day when it was castable on level ones. That was the good stuff. I still had a level like 22 cleric that had KEI on him from when it was castable back on Erilus Imar a long time ago. Still sitting over there at the ramp. That's how long I didn't play him. Doing better, man. Shoulders suck. I'm about to be told to go back to work. No restrictions, even though my arm's not healed because they're tired of waiting for me to heal. It sucks because I don't know what else I can do other than accept the terms. They're telling me at the doctor that I don't have any options available. We've been on the leave too long, and that they can't continue giving me a light duty restriction because they have to return it back to business as usual. I don't understand it myself, and it seems like they don't care themselves. I told my boss, and he says they'll do their best to try to accommodate me, but if I can't do the job, I might want to consider looking at a different position in the company. Basically, it's exactly what he told me yesterday. And I said, well, if I can't do the job and there's no positions available in the company, then what do you want me to do? He said, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And I'm like, well, we're getting there. You're not giving me time to get to that point. You're basically forcing me out the door. And then I mentioned retaliation, and of course, everybody shut their mouths. I said, I feel like I'm being retaliated against for being injured. Oh, no, no, no. No, we're trying to help you find options. They don't like them big fancy words. Nothing special off of that one, but I did get a Mortal Coil proc. Yeah, us plebs are just cogs in a giant spinning wheel. And if you break down and they need to replace you, they'll just take you out and find someone else to put back in. Yeah, I don't understand why. I guess because they'll lose money passively. I've already thought about getting a hold of a lawyer, but I'm afraid to do that and get in trouble and lose everything that I've worked hard for. Comes about 10 of them. Harm touched that one. At the split. 12. 14, 15, 13. Mage 50. Oh yeah. It's a max level mage spell. 15. 15 as well. So 15 is a magic level for good stuff. Shield of Despair. That's a newer version of the proc. They made it a 20-minute proc. That's cool. Once I get 15, I'll get some more AAs and put them into Theft of Life. Yeah, Chris, it's the same thing at my job, man. They're hiring these younger and younger guys straight out of the military and stuff to come in and take over us senior techs. And they're starting them at like a higher wage rate than us. I called out the HR manager for it. She goes, no, they ain't making that much. I said, dude, show me his paycheck. Who showed you that? I was like, I can't tell you the name, but he showed me his paycheck. She's like, well, they're not supposed to be doing that. I'm like, well, you can't be telling me they're not making more to me. And then I see them starting at, you know, $32 an hour when I'm only making 36. This is a new EMU server called Perky Crew. It's a multi-class style server with a progression system in place, and it has a progression item system in place that you can either get randomly dropped throughout the world, or you can get upgraded through a vendor that you pay plat to. I think it's 50,000 for the max level of the enhancement. So it's 1,000 to 50,000 depending on what level you're looking to upgrade an item to. And plat's not hard to come by, from my understanding, as you get higher level. And as you get better gear, you can do better content. It is a solo duo server like THJ was. See, I need some haste. We are level 12, get ready to go level 13. I figure it's time now to hit up Kearns for some of that magical Zim power. Experience gain is pretty cool. Like you can see 7%. That was on a blue. Whites and yellows are anywhere from 13% to 20% to 30%. So here's a 10% one. Perky Crew, yeah, it's in the white list. You do require the ROF2 client. Zoning is pretty quick too. Watch this. Boom, boom. They also have the instance creation, so you can create your own instance. Would you like me to create? Yes. There's my own instance. And then I can say ready, and I'll zone into my instance. Now I own the whole zone. What's the difference between this and THJ? You don't get all the spells for all the classes. You're required to level the first class up to max level before you can roll a new class. You keep the AAs instead of the spells when you do go to a new class. And you can use the AAs from multiple classes on the new class that you choose to roll as. So if you're playing a Berserker to max level 50 and then you re-roll as a Paladin, you'll keep all your Berserker AAs, but then you'll get a new set of AAs that has the word Paladin next to them, and then you'll purchase your Paladin AAs. And then if you max out your Paladin, you want to roll a Shaman, you can roll a Shaman and get their AAs, so on and so forth. You are maxed out at 1,500 AAs. So that means if you're going to purchase things, make sure you purchase them in the way that you want. Otherwise, you'll run out of AA space that you can use. No, I'm still in Wyvern's Lair. At this point, I'm basically co-owner. Hey, Pramus, how you doing, man? Make EverQuest great again. Let's go. Oh, we got a reinforced Rhino chest guard. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. And then I got a sparking earring. Never heard of that before. Sparkling earring. I guess it's just an item that can sell later. I don't know. Won't they just shut this server down too? Only if they try to make money off of it. They're not making any money off the server. The server has nothing to do with money transactions. But like with any EQ emulate server, if you draw a lot of attention to it and it becomes popular and they start making money off of it, then yeah, you'll have problems. Donations are okay, but not donations in excess where you gain something monetary wise inside the game versus outside the game. I shouldn't be able to give you $200 for your server and be able to get like a bunch of bags and stuff for myself. That's how they look at it. You're using money to gain perks in the game. I feel that, Pramus. This is my home away from home. There we go. Some very nice sleeves. Base stats, nothing special on those just yet. 4% per blue. Mythical Concordant Soul Stoke Plate Vambraces 2. Somebody just found that. Required level 35 to use it. Look at those stats, guys. Stupid. Elemental Shield. Fire and Cold. And Cleave 8 with improved all damage 2. So that means your DD and everything. Yeah, we'll do some Pantheon again, man. I've just been trying to take it easy on the streaming and playing video games. Spending more time with the wife and stuff. 13. Reinforced Rhino chest guard again. We'll sell that one for a plat. I got my Shaman to level 9 and my Dire Lord level 8 on that first server in the list. But I also just installed it on my Steam Deck to see how well it played. It looks really good on there. Some of the controls kind of wonky because you can't use the mouse unless you hold down the Steam key. But it's still pretty cool. So wait, if I get a divorce, I'll have more game time? Is that what you're saying? He says he got a divorce and he's had a lot more game time. My wife says that you don't have as much game as you like. Shut up, babe. That's mean. Yes, a lot more game time. Levi, so you have your items that you can get that are random and has a chance to be a higher version level of them. You have random items that can drop across the world that you can use on any character, specific to those characters. So like, I found these, 2 different versions of it. I found a rare one, and I found a woodland regular one. But it's Beast Lord Elf only. Of course, you could be any race, any class here. You have to choose the class first, or race first that you want, or class first that you want, and then choose your race at the vendor. Once you get level 50 on your main character, you rebirth that character to create a new class. You don't get to keep your spells, but then you get to use the abilities and AAs that you got from your previous class. So you have to pick and choose what AAs you want. You can't just buy them willy-nilly because you only allowed to get 1,500 total. And once you had the 1,500 total, then you're basically waiting to either play a new character or to respin your AAs in a different way by paying for it. Oh man, my shoulder is on fire. This is called Perky Crew. Perky Crew. Oh, we got some boots. I'm getting regular basic stuff for right now, looks like. I'm never going to get lucky. This is my own instance, so we'll hopefully get some Berry Nine Dead here in a few. I'm up to 500 HP. That's not bad. Got this downloaded, but this whole under target thing doesn't make sense to me. Under target. Did you get the patcher, Calvillis? The Perky Crew patcher. It's actually a patcher you put in the folder that unlocks all the stuff that the server has specifically. Yeah, it's got triple class, but not where you can use the spells for all the classes. Only the alternative advancement points. So like right now, I'm a Shadow Knight. I have all the Shadow Knight AA points. Let's say I unlock Paladin as my second choice. The new AAs will say Paladin, Soul Abrasion, Paladin, Shield Specialist, Paladin, Self-Radiant Cure. And there's some special AAs and spells on here that's different than other servers. Like the level 15 Vampiric Embrace, they called it Shield of Despair. The 20-minute buff versus a 3-minute buff. That's a proc, self-proc. I need 2 more levels to use that. Shadow Step. Can't use Bone Walk yet. I don't know yet, Levi. I just started it today. I was talking to a YouTuber that was talking about this game yesterday, and I said I might start streaming it, and he gave me a link. So if you guys want to check him out to follow the process to get into it, it's pretty cool. I gotta get over to the YouTubes to show that. He even has like instructions on how to install it properly. His name is Gymnastic Goldfish. I'll give you a link to his page. Just go there and check out what he has as far as like the tutorials and stuff. He'll tell you what kind of the stuff it has on here. I was talking to him last night. He's a pretty cool dude. A lot of cool different things on here. It's a little bit of a learning curve. It's not THJ, so it's different. Can't wait to get the level 15 life tap. I know they're working on a website. I actually helped try to design their logo to see if they'll use it. I don't know what kind of help they need as far as making the server have some eyes on it. That's why I'm streaming it, to get people a little more interested in it. The developer's pretty responsive too. He's pretty quick about putting out patches really quick and stuff. There's some gloves. See, I always come into Currents to get that gear, that first starting AC gear. That reinforced stuff's not horrible to start with, AC wise. I'm almost 200 AC. Yeah, I want to play the new expansion, Angry. What server are you playing on? You on Quellius? Bristlebane, I should say. Lukeland, okay. I don't think I'm on Lukeland. I know I'm on Bristlebane and a couple other ones. My 120s are over on FV. Welcome back, Twitch. Thanks for the follow, 8-bit game. I thought you already followed me, 8-bit. Look at that. We're getting a whole set of this stuff, man. There's also hot zones and stuff in here. It changes like every hour, every 2, 3, 4 hours or something like that. I don't know the exact time, but you could go and hail a dude and ask him, and he tells you where it's at. I think it's catered to the mid-range characters. All right, so here we go. Here's a perfect example. I had the reinforced, and I just found the enhanced reinforced. It's got 2 more AC, but it's got heal amount and damage, spell damage amount. So now when I life tap, I'll do more healing amount, and I'll do more damage. And it's a slight upgrade. Once it steps up to epic, it starts getting higher stats and stuff too. Cancer, 130 monk with Township Rebellion. Yeah, I know Township Rebellion. Why does that sound so familiar? Hold on, let me pull up my live servers here. Reinforced Rhino Guard. I got better. At this point, I'm just collecting that stuff to get the plat from it. You said Lukeland? Oh, the old Strom server. Okay. I'm checking my Lukeland characters. Don't mind that background music. That new background music is loud as fuck on the new expansion. I'm sitting here playing other games with it as a character's login screen. I'm like, what is that? It's so loud. It's the new login screen, character select screen. I have a level 96 Shadow Knight over there. 96 Shadow Knight with his Epic 2.0 on that server. Let me show you what I got here. Not main monitor. It's going to be right monitor. It's screwed up. There you go. That's my SK on that server you're talking about. I'm gonna log him in real quick and see what he's got on him. I'm all over the place, man. I play on tons of servers. He probably has really craptastic gear too. I think I was working on Reign of Fear gear with him. He's in Dark Dragon Society Guild. And yeah, I'm wearing Boreal and stuff, so THJ is shut down. We're playing on a new server called Perky Crew, which has something similar to THJ as far as like multiple class. There we go. Script of Lost Memories. That's another AA point right there. And another bracer to sell. But yeah, Magnus is over here on this server. Did I get my epic? That's the question. Rapier of Legends, Mac Attack, More Collar. I was rating them. Yep, I did. Interact Dark Blessing. That's how you know you're seriously playing on a server when you do the epic, right? Right now, this character is only a Shadow Knight. You suck. I got him hooked. I got him hooked. Something different, something new. Another reinforced arm guards. I'm a Shadow Knight with currently 28 AAs. And I put them into the procking and harm touch and something else. There's a fix on the Discord for AMD. If you don't have the Discord channel, let me know. I can get it to you real quick. Let's see. Invite to server. Searching your friends list. Do I even have you on Discord? Another things. Why is it not letting me select my friends?
Oh no!
You okay, Boo Boo? You sound like you're panicking over there. I'm hoping we get some really cool items to drop here. Start pumping our character up faster. Right now, we're solo self-found. Just to see what we can get. There's some berry hide sleeves. Can sell those for a plat each. We'll save up the money.
Oh, so we did get credits for the loot being on the ship. That's how we get credits. Just leave it in the cargo hold. Let me go to the hangar.
Is that what it says? Streaming EQ on TikTok, you the GOAT. Thank you, buddy. I'm usually one of the only ones. There's a couple other ones that do it too, but I'm usually the first and only one that was doing it for a long time. And then I guess people started seeing me do it, so they started posting content, and they're like, I want to do the same thing. So I know I had the Snack That Smiles Back. He was streaming it over here. Couple Twitch streamers jumped over here for a little bit. Then I think they went back to Twitch. Broken Stoic, he played over here for a little bit on TikTok. Said he couldn't get a turnout. I'm like, you didn't try. But I mean, those guys had 150 to 200 people in their chats while streaming THJ. But as soon as the THJ died, their streaming stuff died too. Yeah, it's this private server. It's called Perky Crew. We just found this Ornate Amulet, which doesn't have any stats on it. Right now, we're just in hunter-gatherer mode. We're gathering up stuff to hopefully be able to sell to make some money.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
What?
Soda,
Yeah?
whatever you do, don't punch the puffer fish.
It's gonna explode up, right? As soon as you punch it, chemical reaction happens. Yep. That's a smart idea.
Cute.
Yeah. You could do that inside of a bottle and it'll explode. Charlie. Yes, I know what I'm playing on break now. Heck yeah, bro. I'm hoping to get some nice items here. Reinforced rhino hide legs. We'll take that. That's more AC. We're starting to look like it. We're starting to look like a little powerful dude. Got the AMD fix, DDL, and EQ file. Now I'm having the repatch. RIP. It'll work. You'll have a good time. Hopefully not crash as much as the other server. And I had to spit it out to the dogs. That's how bad it was. It was called steak strips, but it had a smoky taste to it. And bro, I kid you not, about 4 years, 5 years ago, I had this really smoky. I always forget the word of it. What was that, baby doll? The smoothest thing I've ever tasted. I have no clue how anybody could drink that shit like that. Yeah, be right back, guys. Some of the work on the Unreal client into TikTok. Did you hear about the Unreal 5 upgrade that WoW had going for Turtle WoW? They got shut down. Uh, Unreal said we can't let you guys do this. We're gonna get sued by the creators at Blizzard, Activision. So cancel the project. We can't let you use it anymore. And they're shutting it down. Epic panic attack. Nasty. Hey, hey, Dr. Fishy Studios. I love your icon, bro. I love making AI art. Plib Jim. Everything up to like Beast Domain. Everything for ROF2 is here. That's why some of the gear looks like this, like stat-wise. It's insane. Look at this. Epic. Well, those aren't so epic, but this epic panic attack. Two-handed slasher. 291 damage. But it starts at classic, and you progress your character the way up. So you get to unlock all the content one by one. It's called Perky Crew. Perky Crew. When you come in, just do Hail at Magnus over on TikTok, so I know you're here. It's a great, great version of the game so far. It's been really fun. Chaos Model Theory. Thank you for the likes there, brother. Yeah, THJ was fun, man. I missed it. I needed something a little bit different than live servers right now. I'll be back on live servers. Don't worry, my live server peoples. Nothing here. I could start looting this stuff and stacking it, but I suppose I could make some money. I see you, Cancer. I see you casted on me. I probably can't take half the bus.
She's gonna change the room up. Ready for it?
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a change, alright.
Look at that.
I would love that.
Desk closet. I love it. Hello, Charles.
Ooh.
Hello, Charlie.
Ooh.
How are you, baby?
Oh, he's got a soloist icy wand. I can see it in his hand, guys. Maybe not. It looked like it though. So I can't tell now. He's got something in his left hand. Looks like a soloist icy wand. See it in his hand? And then the other hand has a regular staff or something. Server name is Perky Crew. Perky Crew. Like perking it up with a crew of your friends. Solo duo. It's in the white server list at the bottom of the P99 server list. It does require the ROF2 client. You can download the ROF2 client from Steam using a Steam client downloader for ROF2. You can find links for that all over the place. You can also download it directly from their Discord. If you want to check out their Discord, I can post a link here. I think they're letting us post the links anywhere. Let's see. Perky Crew, invite to server, copy, and paste. Hi, babe. Oh, it didn't copy. Hold on. Hidden. Use copy button. Copy. Copied. It's not copying it and pasting it. So maybe they have it turned off. Yeah, I can't get it to show me. I told you. I knew he had it. Soloist Icy Wand. Now, the question is, can any class use it? Yep, race class deity can't use it. Perky Crew. Perky Crew.
Good couple.
Thanks for the follow.
I can't get the link to it. Yeah.
Watch the next one.
Oh no.
Santa made me a ho-ho-ho.
Oh my god.
Watch the poll.
Oh no. This elf slays. You're crazy, bro. Do I want to know?
Oh no! It says I didn't do it. It's got 2 bottles of baby oil on the counter.
Oh my god. Grats! It's similar, sleepy, sheepy, but it has a little bit difference to it. A lot of difference to it, honestly, but you wander the world killing stuff until you get stuff that makes you more powerful, then you get more powerful and go kill bigger stuff until you get more powerful, then you unlock the dragons. So here we just got an enhanced version of the rhino, but we have the enhanced rhino already on, but this one has the heal amount. The regular version of the rhino looks like this. So we found so far the reinforced rhino and then the enhanced reinforced rhino from 9 AC to 11 AC with extra stats here for heal amount and spell damage. So when I life tap, I'll do 1 more damage on top of the normal damage plus 3 more to the heal amount that comes off of that life tap damage. I give up. It now says I cannot find a spec file when launching. Wonder what it means by that, bro. We're starting to hit harder. 22 now. I think 15 is going to be the magical level here. It's part of the emulated server list from P99. So you need to have a Project 1999 login info that you use for THJ or for other servers you played on emulated servers. It uses the ROF2 client version, so you need to have the ROF2 client. The one from THJ would work, but you would need to completely repatch it from the base without having all the THJ stuff added, or just toss their patcher into it, and then it would download all the stuff that they need for their server version of it, and then you're good to go. Just remember, always run the patcher before you play the game. So if you're like run the game first, here's how that would work. So for me, I'm gonna turn on my main monitor here. So you're gonna see stuff that I normally would run. I would then first hit Perky Crew, pops open the patcher, just like you would if you were playing it like normal. And of course, the patcher's already patched, so it automatically logged into the game for me since it was done. Let's see if I can make it to where it doesn't automatically log in. Ah! I have it on autoplay, so once it's done, it does it. The multi-classing works differently. You can't start off right away multi-classing. You have to start off with your main character you want to play as your primary, and then as you level him up to 50, max him out, you rebirth the character using the same AAs from the previous class that moves over to the new class that you're playing. And again, I'm not 100% sure how all this stuff works. I'm still new here myself. I just want to put it out here today, try to get some popularity to the server. They seem pretty cool. We just got another soloist icy wand. It's lure, so I can't loot it. So the things that are like ultra rare and stuff drop here. I'm gonna see if I can't get like a jester. Oh shoot, that's a lot of monsters. Yeah, once you rebirth at 50, then you go back as level 1 as a new class. Yeah, but you keep all your gear, your skills, and all that stuff. Just remember specific, like SK specific or Paladin specific gear is gonna stay Paladin specific still. Honestly, I don't even know if that's true or not. I think it might go with you. I don't know. We're gonna learn together. We got a chain life tap here because we're in a bind. Let's go with the thick bone. That's this one. How far can you solo? So far, I think all the way to Beast Domain. You'll be doing it at like level 50. Level 90 content at level 50. But you have the gear to do it, so it'll feel like you're doing it legitimately. There we go. Life tap like crazy. Busting my ass here trying to stay alive. There we go. Beast Domain, that's unlocked. Yeah, so they have content all the way up to Reign of Fear. Like, it's an ROF2 client, so they used all the content up to ROF2. So if you do Who All 50 Shadow Knight, there's only one and he's in playing Nightmare. Who All 50 Paladin. Crypto Decay, Plane of Knowledge. Who All 50 Cleric. No matches. Ranger. One's in Airplane, one's in Plane Knowledge, the other one's in Plane Knowledge. Let's do Who All 50 Mage, because mages are badass, right? You definitely suck. No, I don't. Hey, I just provide the content. It's not my fault you guys get addicted to it, okay? Here's an enhanced fine steel warhammer. I might sell for some money. Enhanced berry knife sleeves. Nice. That's actually better when I got on. So we go from 5 AC to 7 with 1 more heal and 1 more spell damage. So now my life tap will do even more. I'm on my way to Field of Bone. That's where it's at, bro. Exactly, Fishy. You should try Quarm. Lukeland launches January 1st. I tried the Quarm thing, man. I can't handle the camera. Can't handle it. I need a like the camera system like how this has, where I can scroll in and out. I can hold left click and move it around. I need that sort of camera system. I can't deal with the way the Quarm has it, where it's all stiff. You say they fixed it, but it requires you to have a separate client thingy that you have to download to run it, like an add-on or something. And they provide the add-on for it, but I never could figure it out. And I don't usually have problems figuring that stuff out. It just was too much processes to try to get it working. I still have it installed. I just haven't played on it. There we go. Very nice high shoulder pads. Zeal, that's the one. Yeah, the Zeal add-on. I didn't understand how that was supposed to work with it. I know she put a link for it in the Discord channel.
It's up to you. It's kind of rough. But whatever.
Yeah, see, I just did 25 damage, but it healed me for 58. Here's another one. 25, healed for 58. So the spell damage I'm getting off these items is actually increasing the damage and the healing amount that I do on these monsters. Gear can level up, but you can't like put it in your charm slot to level it up, or in your ammo slot. It levels up by paying a monetary amount to an NPC. Otherwise, you need to camp it until you get the drop that you need. So it's the fall of THJ. What's been your favorite project you've tried since? This one I'm on right now, Chaos Model Theory. So far, this is it hits the spot for like how you level up with the gear, and you get higher versions of the gear. And the more gear you get as you level up, the better it feels as you level up. So like, I wasn't able to kill anything that was yellow con. Here I am, slowed with dots on me, killing a yellow times 2, and I'm not taking that much damage. And then when I life tap, it actually feels like I'm doing enough damage to keep myself up. So here comes another life tap. Boom. One more. Boom. Full mana. Or full HP. And I have the AAs, which let me life tap proc even higher. Milk Truck just linked this. Legendary Partisan's Pike. Lightning Bolt. Terrasteel Strike. Double Attack Tribute. All dot damage plus 40. You got that? I guess he's looking at the bazaar. You can buy stuff on the bazaar still. But those are the kind of stats you see on some like newbie items. Oh, he turned in his note. So he turned in his note that he got starting a new character, like I did, and he got lucky and he got the legendary version of his first starting weapon. So that's the kind of luck you get sometimes. You can make a character turn in, see if you get it. If you don't get it, start a new character, do it again. He says he can click it even though he can't use it right now till level 15 or level 20. Where can you even play EverQuest? Giant Doodle duties? I mean, if you're playing legit EQ, you can go to EverQuest.com and download the client patcher and patch the game and play it there. It's never gone down. If you want to play it for free though and get like different perks of different servers, almost 15. You can go to the P99 Project 999 website. This is called Perky Crew. It's a separate server. It's like a multi-class style item level up solo duo progression server. So you can do it that way too. What the fuck is this? Osiris, it's like a THJ wannabe. It has items that level up It has you can't level up like THJ does, but you can have a chance to have them drop that's higher level. You can pay an NPC money to level up for you, but you only want to really want to do that on like your other items, your higher end items. Yeah, I mean we were before World of Warcraft on this game, but it makes sense they would be scared because they stole the player base. Berry Knight Hide Boots actually has stats on it, so we'll equip that. Yeah, this server's out before THJ, and it didn't get shut down because it didn't use a pay subscription style program. Holy shit. Social on these guys is huge. Uh-oh, I'm feared. We're gonna be dead. 13-second fear. And I'm snared. 5 seconds. I see 8 mobs on me now. Oh, they're chain fearing me, bro. Dot it, feared. That's nasty. Alright, so we managed to loot one scroll in there. Script of Lost Memories. This is how you get your AAs as a level 1 through level 50 until you get level 51, which you can't get 51 yet. You turn it into this person here, and they give you an AA for it. And then that's used to purchase your AAs. There's different levels of that particular thing too, so you can get higher versions of it. Just like any of the other items. There's a legendary one that gives you like 10 to 20 AA. Epic one, which gives you like 3. Enhanced gives you 2. The regular one gives you 1. The legendary one gives you 5. Alright. Reinforced goes for 3 gold each. I wonder what this stuff's for. This is a server literally called Make EverQuest Great. No, that's my thing I'm doing. That's a Magnus, aka me thing. Um, that's my little like go-to for posting and stuff. My hashtag, Make EverQuest Great Again. Just a thing I've been doing. Sell everything. Sell everything. Everything. Sell it all. Old Greg likes it when you sell all his stuff. Uh-oh. Looks like the server could be taking a dump. You guys still there? It's possible the server just crashed. Let me check the Discord real quick. Yeah, the server, I'm talking, they're on Discord right now talking. Server shat the bed. We're waiting to see if they're gonna fix it. At Magnus on TikTok, Twitch. Well, while we wait for the server to reboot, let's keep the EQ vibes rolling. I don't know yet, mechanic. As far as I'm aware, AAs and gear. Uh-oh. What just happened? Houston? There it goes. They're talking 2026 TLPs. Frost Reaver and Lothar.
Thanks for the follow. So we need 60 materials.
Thank you for the follow there. We're working on getting it back up here, guys. In the meantime, I'm going to load up Fangbreaker until I reach chat and it says it's working again. Disconnected the server. I was hoping I didn't have to force close it. There it goes. We're waiting for the server to come back up, guys. We're doing Perky Crew. Mega is just my thing for EQ. Make EverQuest great again. I mean, it's the same way with any EQ emulated server you play on. I mean, other than the big ones like Project 1999 and stuff that's been out forever, who has shown that they're able to maintain their servers and not lose it, there's always a chance. Yeah, Perky Crew. There's always a chance that you're gonna have a server go down on you, or not work, or go offline, or the person who's working on it stops working on it, stops getting hosted, that kind of stuff. So really, when you're playing on any EQ emulated server, you're playing at their leisure, not your own. So yes, if a server shows popularity and it starts trumping that of the actual live servers, and they wish to pursue that server creator for whatever reason they feel, because the game's still live, that server can get shut down just like any other server. So in a way, by me broadcasting it on Twitch and TikTok and all that stuff, I'm actually contributing passively to the server getting more eyes on it, which could create a problem in the future. And that's why I always ask before I stream if it's okay to stream. And I got permission, so we'll see what happens. But I think it'll be fine. I think they're going to be okay because they're not doing any sort of monetary gain from it. But yeah, I mean, you've seen how how it was with THJ. If you're looking for more stability though, without having to worry about a chance of your server getting shut down, just play on the live servers. I mean, there's tons of content here too. You can still play content up to Lukeland here on Fangbreaker with Persona system in play, where you can play all the different classes. So I have 60 cleric, 60 shadow knight, 60 bard, 60 necro, 60 enchanter, The shaman got 56 last night, 55 on the druid, 55 on the monk, 51 on the warrior, 51 on the beast lord. And I plan on eventually doing some other stuff too on the other characters. Like when Zerker drops, I'm gonna roll a Zerker. When Paladin drops, I'm gonna roll a frog Paladin. Yeah, to solo all content. I think EQ should do a server like that, like actual EQ. The fact that they haven't done a server where it's like solo-ish based kind of concerns me. Like it's been out for how long, and people have shown they want to do this kind of content. Give the people what they want. Give the people cheesecake. They want cheesecake. Give them freaking cheesecake. All right, I'm loading it back up. Let's back up. Should switch, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. All right, so we got our 1AA, we got our gear in our bags. Yeah, exactly, no name boy. I'm the same way. Like if I want to play a game that is going to be on dad time, that's what we call it nowadays, dad time. I want to be able to step away from the game without being worried that, you know, my people I'm playing with are going to be pissed off at me. So like, and I'm going to give you some real life stuff here, personal stuff. My wife will tell you that's, you know, it's affected her in the past. There's days where I was playing EQ, where I'm in a hardcore group, and my wife wants to go do something with her, and I'm like, I can't. I'm in a group. I have to find somebody to cover my place. And it would just create friction with us. So I've developed a better process of playing EQ, which it's dad time. You know, I'm going to join a group knowing that either A, I have time, I'm going to be here for at least an hour, here's my hour warning, or B, I'm going to get a line trade skill until the wife says she wants to go somewhere, then we leave. I'm not worried about the chances that I'll get in a group and then have to like tell them I have to leave all of a sudden and then get like made fun of because I'm that dude that joins and leaves right away. Yeah, I do roll a necro. I am a necro. I do when I'm doing dad time stuff on my necro. I'm usually in Chardock. I won't be using MQ2 guys on this server. Because the fact that MQ2 is on your computer at all, no matter what version of EQ you're playing, it can be sniffed out by the live client, and you can get banned on your live server by even using it on an emulated server. So just know that if you're going to use MQ2 on this server, don't run EQ in the background, other EQs in the background that are live servers, because you will get caught, you will get killed in game. They will ban you. They won't tell you they have the ability to sniff out your stuff and see it, but I'll tell you right now, they do. I know for a fact they do. I have it on good authority. He's got a different looking shield. It's a round shield. A round shield versus a regular shield is telling me this dude's got something different. Because the shields here look like this in this zone. Not like that. Yeah, so uninstall regular EQ or just don't load the client up or the patcher up while you're playing. If you're gonna run the patcher or the game, run it as no patch, so it can't scan your directories in your computer. What do you have? What kind of shield is that? It's a regular buckler. Okay, that was odd. This dude's got a cool looking sword. I swear, all these items look unique when you look at them, but then it drops it and it's like, oh, it's a rusty sword. Okay, that's what a rusty sword looks like. Yeah, see, No Name Boy, I think the reason behind that is because I don't think they're using programs. I think they are literally spamming 8 keyboards with stun on the enchanters and then running their wizard macro, aka in-game macro, not actual MQ, to spam the damage. You don't think so? You think they're using real stuff? That's a good point. I wonder. People buying Chrono to pay for PL services. Maybe there's something there. Maybe you got something. Maybe you know something that we don't, man.
I thought it deposited too. Let me see.
I believe it. 100% though. What you got? Rusty Bastard Sword and Rusty Mace. Hide corpse looted. I've been okay. Greeks. Grexy. Grex. I'm kind of reading all the chats. I have no clue, Milk Truck. I've heard you can buy items that have like clicky DMF on them. I think it's a one use though.
Chrono.
Yeah, the power level teams over there don't affect me any. I don't use the services, therefore I'm not worried about what they're doing on their own time. But the box 6 characters is kind of meh. I think that server, yeah, I think this will let you box up to 6. I don't like that idea, but Barry Knight Cutter. He's different. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. It says he is how many levels higher? 8 levels higher. Holy crap. That's a lot of monsters. I'm probably gonna die again. Yep, definitely gonna die again. Yeah, I can't take that much. That's insane. Ay, 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 run away. Yeah, I got this. It's what the client has on by default. Also, dynamic lighting. Enhanced visual effects with the weird, what do you call that? Gray stuff over there.
The icon is on. No, there's not. There's nowhere I can sit down.
All right. How many people in the open zone? Just me. Okay. I'll kill in the open zone for a few.
No material. I can take.
I bravely ran away to fight for another day. That's how I look at that. It's called a tactical retreat. Tactical retreat. We'll make our stand another day. We'll live to tell another tale. I'll tell you this, the mobs on here are way more social than they normally are in any other server. There we go. Enhanced version of another wrist guard. Better for me, because it does more life taps. And we got another script. That's another AA right there. So now my life tap was doing 25 with 64. 29 with 38. Wait, it was doing 54 before, right? Oh, because I'm already healed, that's why. I'm already topped off. The server has scaling items just like THJ does. The items can be from regular to enhanced to rare to epic to legendary, and I think there's another one that's out called mythical, but I could be wrong. So here's like an epic sailor's coin that someone just got. Epic dark cloak of guile someone just got. These are the items being discovered as we're playing right now. And as a solo self-found, my goal is just to go through and loot whatever I find. And hopefully we can find some good stuff as we go. So far, we've been finding some pretty good stuff. We did find an epic tarnished Shantak and an epic Ixar Targ shield, which it greatly enhanced our stats right away for soloing. And we haven't gotten lucky on other pieces of actual armor yet, but it's coming. Ornate rings. I'm not sure what some of this stuff is. I'm gonna ask just because I'm not sure. Ornate ring. Sup? Ornate? I thought it was ornate. Ornate? Ornate. Ornate ring. Multi-class is on rebirth only, which means that you level your main character up to 50, and then you rebirth into your new class. Ah, okay. So they have these items drop because they have a chance to roll as rare and epic and all the other stat that you have. So right now the base one has no stats on it, but if it rolls up, it has a chance to have stats on it. That's why they're dropping. So people that are low level have a chance to get items in starting zones that don't typically drop in starting zones. That's cool. That's actually pretty clever. Cause like even EQ Live, when you're starting a new character, there's no rings and earrings and necklaces that drop that you can get easily early game. So they actually have an NPC in POK that has for sale the Defiant earrings and rings and necklaces and all that stuff. So you can buy them directly from the vendor. So that's interesting. They actually added that here. That shows that the devs actually are looking at what new players are able to get and not get. Obviously, if you jump into the game, you make some plat, and you buy your items, you could probably get pretty powerful pretty quick. But for a new player coming in who's trying to do like a solo self-found thing like myself, that's more up my alley. Finding the items and then hoping they roll up to get better stats to make it easier to play. That's part of the fun of EQ to me. Yeah, I'm healing myself for 100 now on a level 9 proc or life tap with the spell power stuff I've gotten increased. So it does 65 damage. Hold on. I think that was just a crit. It does 29 damage and heals for 64. I don't know, no name boy. You might find out though. Together. Reinforced hide gloves. Reinforced rhino wristband. If you guys ever played Imperium, the spell stuff is like Imperium, where the more spell damage you have, the higher damage even your low level spells do. So like the damage on Disease Cloud just did 11. No, my bad. That kill is 7+ levels below you. Certain items will not drop. Because it was gray. Disease Cloud does 28 on hit and 11 per tick. Or no, 1 per tick. So I had to get the damage over time AAs before it'll actually start going up in damage. From what I understand, Osiris, yeah, you keep both classes, but you'll lose your spells of the primary class you were on, and the new class will have the spells you want. You'll keep the AAs that you gain in that certain class you're on right now. And the new ones will say Paladin, if you're playing a Paladin or whatever. They'll say the name of the new class. Enhanced. Or I already have that version of it.
Puts everything in one bag.
You are allowed to box up to 7 on this server, 6 plus a bizarre character. They might change that. That might change once they see how many players they get in.
This gun works well.
No, Duldurry. That's my thing. Make EverQuest great again. That's my thing. The server is called Perky Crew. They don't have a logo that I can post to make it look like anything. I gave them some ideas. Not without MQ2. Zealous Adventurous bag. Yeah, I saw those. 30 slot, wait, 50% rate reduction for 600 platish. I almost have enough to buy one. There we go. It just got serious. Level 15 is the new life tap. Shield of Despair, new life tap. It's about to get cray cray. Let's finish this one off. Boo. It's a trap. Alright, we got the level 15 life tap. Got the level 14 pet. Got the new life tap proc. So now we have the life tap proc from the AAs, and we can get theft of thought or theft of whatever it's called. That gives me more life tap healing from my life tap procs. I think it's called Soul Abrasion, actually. But Shield of Despair is their version of Vampiric Embrace. It's a 20-minute buff versus the 4-minute buff. So they tweaked out some different spells too to make them a little more fun. Let's see how good these procs are now. You've been healed for 2. Is it only healing for one? My proc there was 65 with 100 heal. 65 with 100 heal. But I think that's my normal one.
Hold what?
All my heathens. You called, my dear?
Didn't have any materials on the ship to go with it. Ammo on that. Got two things?
I gotta separate some of this chat. It's a little bit much.
No. I gotta run or else that shooting. Oh no. Wait a minute, insinuations.
I couldn't even read chat because the combat log was over top of it. You hear her?
But don't forget to double jump on that separated spot. So
Undead Crusader.
doors open. Oh no no no. Go. Come on. The door. 'Trying to make it through at it. Here?
Enhanced, reinforced. I'm gonna use that now. That's gonna add to my spell damage and power.
This is the way back down. Where am I going?
Destroy that. Destroy that because I can't sell it.
You said there's a door there.
It does 42 now. Started at 15, it's doing 42 damage now.
Don't play at me. Flying through space. Alright, I'm on the ship. I'm in the ship. I'm in my chair. Fire detected. How do I do that?
And that's doing 32 damage. 32 damage. That's not bad at all. 32 and 42. Yeah, you'll die a bunch until you start getting the gear, man.
I don't know what to do, Preston.
Calm down, baby. Undead Crusader, XR Skull with an X. That's for Shaman.
On board, there's fires on board. Oh no, ow!
What are you trying to do, babe?
I see red things outside. I see red things outside. I see things ready to attack. I see the ship on fire. I don't know how to repair it.
Oops. It's a custom server Chris Con named Perky Crew. Perky Crew. It's on the emulated server list. If you're using the ROF2 client, which is required for the server, it's in the whitelist below, and it's about midway down. Just look at the player population base. That should help you find it pretty quickly. It's one of the higher population ones right now. Robot's just a replacement for one crew member. It's not as good as the main person doing it.
Better than not you play it.
I wouldn't now do any of that.
Learn if you play it.
Mm-hmm. It has a item leveling, multi-classing. Multi-classing works differently, but it is capable. You level your main character to 50. You rebirth yourself into a new role. That new role gets the abilities from your previous class as well as the gear. So if you have gear that's usable by multiple classes, you can keep it. You keep your AAs. You get a whole new list of AAs for your new class. And then, yeah, I think you can do that multiple times, but you only get a max of 1,500 AAs capable of being spent, so you have to prioritize. Items also have a leveling system, so I found the Tarnished Shantak as an epic quality, so it's got a bunch of stats. And then I found so far the Enhanced Reinforced, which is below the Rare, which is below the Epic, which is below the Legendary, which is below, I think, Mythic, which is a myth right now. And the more higher quality you find, the better stats it is on that item. So like this is a regular old cracked femur, but it's enhanced, so it has spell damage and 425. Perky Crew. Like you're perking up. I need a faster ratio weapon. I'm gonna go camp the Gestures Mace XR Berserker Club. If we can get a higher version of that, that would be cool. I would say it's not as detailed as THJ was, but I mean it's a pet project just like any other server that's on this list. The more popularity it gets, the more ideas he's given, the more suggestions that go out that are used, the better the server will get. Just like how early THJ evolved to what it was. So I mean, honestly, the better player base it gets, the more support they get, the more the guy will put time into it. He's been pretty responsive so far from what I've seen. There's my glowing skull for my Shadow Knight weapon. Is it safe from legal? Yes, because they're not monetizing anything. But like I was saying earlier to some other people, anytime you have a project that's using a current game or asset that's still being used to this day, the higher capability and chance you have of that being legality wise, right? So like if I decided I was going to start selling uh, cable packages to people working for a cable company, obviously I'm going to get in trouble for that. But if they start selling products for a game that's still currently being like developed and played live wise, yeah, you have a better risk you're going to get in trouble for it. But they're not doing anything like that so far. I say so far because as they get popularity, obviously people try to capitalize on it. Hell, if I had a website that wasn't getting any views and all of a sudden now started getting 100,000 a day, I would put ads on it. I'm going to make money off that, you know? But as soon as you start doing that, you take a chance that you're going to start, losing player base and drawing attention of unwanted spectators, like the people who actually own the game. Okay, we just got a rare pair of boots. I'll show you what they look like. So the rare, here's the not rare. Well, it's not rare, but it's close to the same stats as the reinforced Bearing Eye. Here's the regular. So 5 AC to 8, no stats on it, 2 stats, and then heal damage and modifier damage and strength and everything else. So now I'll do more damage when I life tap, more damage when I use my spells. They have everything up to a Reign of Fear. I don't know about the 3 class builds. Let's see, how many class builds can you have? Rebirth wise. The hot zones are now Ice-Clad Ocean for 4 hours, Jagged Pine Forest to Dreadlands for 4 hours. There's a Script of Memories. There's the Enhanced Neck item that adds extra spell damage. Oh snap, we're gonna die. Come on, baby. Let me survive. I got no mana, I got nothing. Come on, life tap proc. There we go. Little one. One more, one more, one more. Come on. Come on, life or death. There we go. Woo! I was close. It was neck and neck there. They do have hardcore mode too, I think. When I logged in, I saw that. I could be wrong. I think I saw it. Did you check box a mark or something? Do your thing, Chicken Wing. Yeah, my region kicked in. Be right back while I'm mid. Okay. Thank you. Look at that augmentation, dude. That's a mythical right there. That's the first mythical I've seen on the server. Personally, I know there's probably more, but that's a mythical augment. 1600 HP, 105 AC, plus 41 to all stats and all heroic stats. Fits in slot 7. Oh, my bad. That's not an augment. That's an actual item. Neck, primary, and secondary. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. That's the kind of stuff that makes me like love it. Stuff that makes the game more fun, soloable wise. Oh, enhanced version. Do I already have one though? I think I do. Yeah, I do. There are no more slots left in your inventory. About to head to the basement. See if we can't get an Ixar Berserker Club. I saw that too. I'm not gonna lie. The mob density is really low for some starting zones. Just keep that in mind. It looks like they moved the density to the hot zones. So if you go to like right now, it said Dreadlands and a couple other ones. Those are the hot zones for the next 4 hours, and it rotates. Right, baby? It rotates. Just like you when you sit and rotate. Wait, they don't call that rotating, do they? They call it undulating? That's what your book characters always say. She began to undulate in his lap. 65%. Killing a white, 71%. 5.897%. My hope is that I loot one of these monsters and they have like a really good item on them every single time. It's a hopeful wish every time you kill monsters. Now I could imagine if you farmed a bunch of Legionnaire pauldrons and stuff and turned them into the dwarf over in Caledon or wherever it is that you turn it into that gives you the cloth armor, there's a chance that cloth armor you're going to get is going to be legendary or epic as well. So you can go in with a bunch of gear or quest stuff, hand it all in and get some gear back that could be epic quality. Yeah, see, these are just giving me the regular items so far. My luck is not that great. I went in the mall when I said hi, what you playing EQ on? We're playing this new server called Perky Crew. It's a multi-class style server with evolving items. I won't say evolving items because that means that they level up. The items themselves don't level up passively, but you have a chance of getting them dropped, or you can pay to have them leveled up using plat. So not horrible, but like progressive. Like you could progress your character up to where you can do the new content too. They have their own progression system. I haven't really delved into it enough to tell you about it yet, which is why I'm playing here to kind of learn about it. Currents for Christmas. I'm excited for the MMM playtest. Hope you're doing well. I can't wait. It's gonna be gross. That server's gonna be bombarded with people, man. I imagine they're gonna be like full capacity, stress test wise, a day before. Because people are gonna be logging on their characters, just sit them at character select just to wait for the game to pop. Ooh, rare reinforced again. So we can save these for someone else. We'll get rid of the brittle. I don't need that. Rare reinforced. Have you heard of the Perky's EQEMU? This is it. I'm playing it. Condom. Condom. Perky's Crew. Yeah, this is the one that I'm playing on right now. That's why I have my stream. I said condom. Sorry. Conidum. Yeah, this is the one. This is the Perky's Crew EQ emulated server. It's got a little bit of a THJ feel to it from the leveling items and stuff. We just had the rare reinforced Rhino boots drop, which adds to our damage and spell heals by a lot. So, and I have the epic shield and Shantak, which added a whole bunch extra. So I'm doing like 100 heals on one life tap proc that's level 15. It's doing like 60 damage and like healing for over 100. Yeah, so you probably had, because we're trying to get people over here now playing. It was probably the YouTuber that we hooked up with, Gymnastic Goldfish. The algorithm is really pushing his content out, and I'm pushing it out through TikTok. Getting a lot of popularity on it. Yeah, you can multi-class profile, but it's different based. Like you have to max out your level first of your primary character, and then you rebirth your character into the new class keeping the AA spent on the previous class that you got and rolling into the new class with their AAs capable. The AAs at low levels are gained through the scrolls. So instead of gaining AAs passively through doing damage and killing monsters, you gain these scrolls that drop randomly off the monsters. Each scroll has a different monetary AA value. So the higher the scroll rarity, the more AAs you get from it. And the regular ones I have right now, these are each 1 AA apiece, and I have 3 of them. So they're more rare to find at lower levels than they are at higher levels. So the higher monsters you kill, obviously, the better the loot that's going to drop. But I'm a low level killing low level stuff. No. So the spells, you don't get your spells of the old class and the new class. And you can only have up to 1500 AA. Yeah, just the AAs. As far as I know, Cyrus. Lure me in with the THJ. Yes, that's what we're trying to get. A lot of THJ players are looking for something that scratches that itch. This server seems to be the one that's doing it. And so far, there's no monetary value gained from doing anything with real money in the game. They don't take anything for that. But the guy's been pretty responsive about it. Yeah, but you can change your race and class combos, I think, anytime. You just lose the progress on the previous ones. So you could lose like your Shadow Knight if you rolled Paladin and you like the Paladin more, but you want to use AAs for a mage. You could probably re-roll that Shadow Knight out of your specs, get all your AAs back, and roll them into mage. I don't know though. Again, I'm still new here. I'll learn this stuff as you guys do. In fact, you guys will probably learn it faster than me because I don't have the playtime I used to. They also allow MQ2 here, but I've been telling people if you're playing live EQ, don't take a chance on getting it on your computer without not loading the game. Because if it's on your computer at all, there's a chance they're going to see it and you'll get in trouble for it. This will be the one for you then, Profile. I mean, look at some of this gear. Level 10 required. This is stuff you can get at higher levels. And put on an alt or your main character. Yep. Sorry, it's a bit my lunchtime. I'm having a little bit of this rotisserie chicken I got from Costco. If you guys are interested in what the server is all about, you can check out Gymnastic Goldfish. I didn't get it all. Hold on. He's got a bunch of videos that explains a lot of the stuff on the server. The 18 hours ago one, it says Perky Crew EverQuest Kickstart Noob to AA Beast. Check out that video. Epic Mighty Cloak of Flames. Look at this stuff, guys. Insane. Level 40 required. Oh, we just got enhanced again. Nice. We're about to get level 16. How did you get a COF? No, someone just linked that to me. Sorry, I didn't get it. Someone linked it to me. That's a drop that just happened. Somebody got. Remember, it's all solo duo content. So the more you do a monster, the more chance you have of the items being better and better and better. So if you're doing a camp, say you want to do an Ixar Berserker Club, I'm trying to get the level to go down there and actually do it. So 16, I should be good. I can't for some reason send a link out to the Discord for them, but let me see if I can find an actual link. It wouldn't let me invite people for some reason. Perky Crew, invite to server, copy link, paste. Yeah, it just goes to GG. It doesn't have a link. Link on their main page. Okay. Let me find their main page then. FAQ. Hey, look, it's Grog. Auto duck stand. This has evolving gear similar to THJ. Yes. Yes, it does. I found a epic Ixar Targ shield on a Skelly outside, and I got lucky and found an epic Tarnished Shantok. So the stats are pretty good for a starting character. They also made these ornate pieces drop for earrings and necks. Sparkling earring, ornate earring, necklace. It's a chance that these items can turn also into the rare and epic versions of them. But for now, they have no stats, so basically they're rotting. You can get the new RF2 client from their website, though. They have it on there. I checked all of it. It's pretty good. I am not one of the creators. I'm just, like I did with THJ, I'm just a streamer who likes to play good quality EverQuest servers, and I go where the fun is, and right now the fun's here. I've always told people, oh, I didn't quit this, I didn't quit that. Someone said, oh, you quit THJ. I'm like, no, I didn't quit THJ. I went to where the fun was. The fun was going to Fangbreaker because I was having people over there playing that, you know, played live, and they're like, oh, dude, come to Fangbreaker. I was like, okay, cool, Fangbreaker it is. I was burning out on THJ because it was just the same old AUG grind every single day, doing the same 4 or 5 monsters, and then getting stuck unless you were a pet cut class to actually progress anywhere. So once you burn out like that, you know, you just move on to the next more fun thing, and that was Fangbreaker for me. Yep, rip THJ. So I did a scan on both the download and on the BAT file and the CMD file for viruses, and it all came back clean. So that could change in a day or two, but the current one I downloaded from them was perfectly clean. No issues there. Reinforced. I heard something about a mansion on one of the videos I watched of Perky. Any chance we can see? I would not even know where to do that. That's something that you might want to ask one of the other people out there creator-wise. Every corpse loot, though, feels like a lottery chance. Like, every time you loot, it's like, what could be on this corpse? Oh, wait. Okay. Well, let's find out. Let's push our limits here and push ourselves to the basement and see if we can't see that stuff. Some gnome and POK. Yes, customized loot tables. They have customized spell tables. So like, if you remember the Shadow Knight Vampiric Embrace spell at level 15, it's been upgraded to Shield of Despair, which gives it a 20-minute timer versus a 4-minute timer. And the proc, I haven't really seen how much the proc does though. Looks like it's possibly doing 80. I could be wrong, but remember I have a lot of spell damage and spell power and heal power. So they have customized loot tables to the point where like it goes up from regular. I'm gonna see if I get the correct amount. So I think it's normal, enhanced, rare, epic, legendary, and then mythic. So it has a few more higher levels than what THJ did. So obviously you want to farm the highest quality version that you can. It's very solo friendly, Cunedum, especially when you get to the point where you're getting that gear that has the uber stats on it. I'm not like there's so much gear dropping right now that's being discovered because the server just went live. Like, you know, it's getting a revamp as far as like people joining and playing it. But like some of these items people are getting, you know, the simple stats require 7 level, you know, 50 HP, 50 mana, and then you got, you know, uber stuff with like 400 HP, 400 mana, 1500 HP, 1500 mana, legendary with 1200 HP, 1200 mana. All the stuff is dropping in different zones depending on your progression in the game. So the higher level you progress to, the more chance you have of getting that really cool loot. For some reason, moving forward is not unlooting. Usually I can just move forward and it lets me unloot, but... Yeah, so you can have Quorum download it, you just gotta put the EQ in a different folder. So don't try to download this and put it in the same folder as Quorum, because when you run the patcher, it's gonna patch out your files for Quorum. You'll just open a new folder and put this patcher in that folder, and that folder will be specifically for the crew, the perky crew. Why is it not letting me move forward anymore? Weird. Where do I find this server? The fastest way to find it is just to Google Perky Crew. PERKYCREW Perky Crew EQ. Otherwise, I mean, there's a bunch of links out there you can get. I think I'm gonna be chain feared again. These Barry and I are no joke. Life tap, life tap, life tap. Let's pull them through the door. And feared again. Alright, the fear's a little bit ridiculous. Want to buy diminishing returns for fear in Kerns. They just fear kite you to death. Life tap, life tap, life tap. Alright, full health again. Need some more mana. Like actual mana on my gear. Yep, it allows 6 accounts, 7 if you're doing a Bazaar Mule, and the use of MQ2 is allowed on the server for botting the other characters. Just keep in mind, don't do active hacks, warps, that kind of stuff, just because it will get you your account and character deleted. And I say account, which means if you have a P99 account and you're using MQ2 over here and cheating hardcore, they can delete the entire account. It's all part of one community. If you're abusing on one server, it means you have the possibility to abuse on others, and they're going to remove you from that community. So just be nice. Be respectful of your friendly peoples who are putting time and effort into a server like this. Epic MRC CT Focus Tier 5 25. 25%, whatever that is. Yeah, see, back in the day I used MQ2, but my current concern is I play live EQ, so I can't even take a chance to have that on my computer because of the way that EQ scans your computer to look for those things. It doesn't matter if you're using it for a third party. Like I had a third party program loaded called AutoMod, not AutoMod, Nexus Mod. Is it Nexus Mods? One of those third-party programs that you use for other games, and they flagged me as using third-party programs because they scanned my computer and saw that in the background. Never had MQ2 on here ever on this new PC, period. And then I got hit with a suspension saying I was cheating. I appealed it, of course, but you know, a lot of good that does. That was on my 3 other accounts when I was boxing over on Mischief. It was 3 accounts out of 6 that got hit with it. Have you done it on live? Just curious. Because I've done it on live and I've got hit with it. I don't even do actives. Of course, it's been about 8 years since I've messed with it. Gotta train him to zone. Let him mark the noobs. Yay, another script of lost memories. That's 4 AA now I have saved up. I swear, DHP, I've seen them do it. Because I've never ever done anything that would be considered like bad. And I've had accounts suspended for cheating, quote unquote, when I never even had it on there. Oh, I see. So if someone reports you for botting and they scan you and they see that you're doing some weird shit, then you can get hit. So if you're quote unquote AFK in a zone with 5 of your other characters while you're on your main character and you're killing a bunch of mobs using your bots and you're there at your computer and playing normally and someone reports your entire crew, you might not get hit, but your crew could. Because you're playing legitimately there with all your characters doing all the work behind you, and you're on your character doing all the work because you're sitting there. Enhanced Rusty Short Sword. 1150. I'll pass for now. Come on, big dude. Might get the main flag too because of same IP. That's true. I think, and I'm going to be honest here because I'm being honest and out open here. When I was on Mischief, the only thing I did that could have been considered suspicious, and here's why I did it. I used VIP, Synaptic VIP, what's it called? VPN. So I wouldn't get hit with the true box code while boxing on 6 different computers. So if you are a boxer, oh look at that, random Beast Lord Halfling clicky item. Not bad. Just a random rollout. Kind of weird item, especially because that crew sounds weird. Got to keep the glowing. But I think because I was using a VPN, it made it look like I was doing some shady stuff with one computer, and I wasn't. But it looked like, if you're a person just looking at the computer trying to see what they're doing, it would look like I'm trying to do shady stuff. But I did it because the true box code, if you're pressing 5 keys, 6 keys on 6 different keyboards, 5 different keyboards at once, because they're attached to one key that's shared across one application that helps all 5 PCs connect through a KVM virtual switch, then that looks like you're spamming. True boxed off the server, exactly. You get all your characters get kicked, and then you're at character login and have to log back in manually for all of them. It used to be a good way to like get out of trouble quick. You would just spam 3 or 4 keyboards at the same time until it kicked you to log in instantly. So you would get out of combat and you'd save your characters. Yeah, I had my figures on like canny and stuff for my shaman while spamming life tap on my SK, 1 and 1, you know, and boom, both characters kicked because I spammed it like you can hear my keys. You spam it like that, trying to stay alive, boom, both characters kicked.
What you doing?
Me? You gonna take a nap? I could tell. It's in your eyes.
Well, I sent you a message. I said, do you want to make this up around 5?
Maintenance clean up around 5? I could do that.
5:30.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, works for me. You sleeping down here then? Cool. Yeah, I'm unslowed. Gotta get your auto clicker set to different numbers. Yeah, like 1, 6, 8. 8, 6, 7. 6, 7 on a Merry Christmas. 6, 7 on a Merry Christmas. So stupid.